Hello, beautiful people. My name is Holly. My pronouns are she, her. We're going to do 60 minutes of 26 and 2 yoga, followed by an optional 30 minutes of yin yoga. At the 60-minute mark, right, you're welcome to go about the rest of your day, or if you want to stay for a 30-minute deep stretch. I really like the combination of 26 and 2 yoga and yin yoga back to back. We're going to start with a few rounds of sun salutes to warm up our body and then hop into the 26 and 2 sequence. You can come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together. I'm going to stand back a bit and show you in periphery. Bring your hands together at heart center. And we'll begin by saluting the sun. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, look up as if you're saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale through your nose, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale through your nose, look forward and lengthen into a halfway lift, back flat. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into a plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and pull yourself down to the floor. Inhale, push up into a back bend. You can do cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, and then press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. You're also welcome to come down onto your knees and take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips back as you stretch your arms forward. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, and lengthen back into your halfway lift, hips over heels. Exhale as you fold, knees can bend. Inhale, arms with your ears, root to rise, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back. You're welcome to go from your plank or tabletop directly into a down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, lean forward, hug your elbows in, pull yourself down. Good. Inhale, push up into your back bend. Keep your shoulders out of your ears. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog, or sink your hips back for child's pose. Either way, spread your fingers wide, root down through your knuckles, your palms, and the space between your index finger and thumb. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen back into your halfway lift. Exhale, fold, head hangs heavy. Inhale, arms with ears, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Good, last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, connect to the breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale your up dog or cobra. Exhale your down dog or child's pose. Take a breath here, slow inhale. Slow exhale. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up, salute the sun. Exhale, hands down. Beautiful, that's our little warm up. We will now hop into 26 and 2 yoga. Come to the middle of your mat space with your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely for 2 sets of pranayama, standing deep breathing. Feet together, interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles under your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate. Meditate and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Good. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. Slowly push your head back. Reach your arms forward. Keep exhaling. Elbows touch. Inhale, elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Good. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Elbows touch, pointing to the wall in front of you. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Good. Exhale. As you exhale, open your mouth wide like you're fogging up a mirror. Arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Contract your quadricep muscles. Squeeze your gluteal muscles. Suck your stomach in. Exhale, head up, lock your legs, weight stays in the heels, keep your core engaged, chest lifted, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far, breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. Let's make this the last breath in the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. Good, second set, feet together. Interlock your 10 fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Bring your knuckles under your chin like glue. Squeeze your thighs and glutes, pull your abdomen in, grow taller out of the base of your spine and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, full lungs. Exhale, head up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows touch, 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. You're learning to breathe slower, longer, deeper. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. Elbows touch when lungs are empty. Inhale, head down. I'll do a few with you. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale. Elbows touch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, head down, last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now. Elbows touch. Change. Arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. We'll continue. Ardha Chandrasana with Padastasana. Half moon with hands to feet pose. Feet together. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Interlock your fingers. Release your index fingers. Cross your thumbs. Nice tight white knuckle grip. Stretch up out of your waist and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, hips a little forward, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears, engage your abdominal wall. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Good. Without bending elbows, without bending knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. Beautiful. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Keep the weight in your heels. Hips a little forward, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears. Push your left hip a little forward, get your 2 hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Option to stay here or get a little deeper at the end. Come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Shoulders down, chin up, chest up. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the left, press your hips to the right, breathe. Squeeze your palms together up to the wrists, draw your biceps in towards your ears, keep your chin away from your chest. Weight in the heels, contract your quadricep muscles, gluteal muscles, hips forward, arms back. Push your right hip a little forward, 2 hips in line. Left shoulder forward, 2 shoulders in line. Option to stay here or get deeper at the end. Come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up. First back bend of the sequence. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open. Relax your head back as far as it goes. You can give your head a gentle shake. Look for the floor behind you. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately take your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. Whole spine back bending from coccyx to the neck. Lower back, middle back, upper back, bend your total spine backward bending. Keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs. Inhale, breathing, push your stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward. Keep your chest lifted. Now bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, big stretch up. Exhale, stomach in, fold, hands to floor, relax your head. Go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padasana, hands to feet pose, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath, step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with a smiling, happy face. Roll forward like a wheel, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Change, come on up, arms with ears, knees can bend as you lift up. Very nice, float your arms down, and you stand a little taller. Good, second set, feet together, inhale, arms up, palms together, switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Squeeze your thighs and glutes, pull your abdomen in, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the right, press your hips to the left, breathe. Throughout class, make your breath your #1 priority, and also remember that you are your greatest teacher. So if at any point a posture just isn't feeling good, remember that you can take a break. You can take a different variation of the posture. You can do something else. As long as you're breathing right, you're doing good. Focus on what you can do rather than what you cannot do. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the left. Press your hips to the right. Breathe. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little forward, head and arms back, biceps with your ears. Push your right hip a little forward, get your 2 hips in line. Now bring your left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Come down, push and push and push. Change. Inhale to come up, second heart opener. Keep your eyes open, relax your head back as far as it goes. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and take your arms back with your ears. So whole spine backward bending, whole front of the body stretching, keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs. Inhale, breathing, push your stomach, thighs, hips forward, lift your chest up. Now bring arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, stretch. Exhale, stomach in, fold. Hands to floor, relax your head. Go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. Notice what's a little bit more loose in the second set, but still a little tighter, tender. Second set, Padasana, bend your knees. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. So send your hips up to the ceiling, stretch the crown of your head down to the floor. Wrap your elbows back behind you, hug your biceps into your calves, elbows to the calves. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your knees. Change, look forward, come on up, arms with ears. Very nice, float your arms down. You stand a little taller. Awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right about 6 inches, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel. Arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, all 5 fingers together. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Very nice, feet flat position, spine straight to begin with. 100% of your body weight in your heels, sit down, halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in and lift your upper body off the lower body. Lift your chin up. Chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change. Come on up, keep your arms there. Press your hips forward, spread your toes wide, come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up at the top, bend your knees, sit down and lean back. Notice if your knees want to come in or out. Keep 6 inches between toes, heels, knees, and hands. Heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, last part, come on up, still breathing. Squeeze your knees together, keep the insides of your feet parallel. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time, listen to your body, stop whenever you want or sit all the way down. Squeeze your knees together and forward, thighs parallel to the floor, arms parallel to the thighs, spine straight from the side, looks like you're holding a box. Change, squeeze your inner thighs together as you lift up. Very nice, heels down, right foot back, arms and shoulders down, take a breath. Second set, step your right foot to the right, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel, arms up parallel to the floor, reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down, right? So your posture might look like this, or it might look like this, right? You might sit down a little bit lower as long as it feels good to you. Pull your abdomen in, keep your neck long, lean your upper body back, lift your chin up, chest up. Change, come on up, keep your arms there. Press your hips forward. So try to eliminate the curvature in your lower back, right? You're gonna tuck your tailbone under and then lift your heels up. Concentrate, meditate, levitate, stretch up and sit down. Keep lifting your heels. Press your shins forward, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, last part, come on up. Still breathing, squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Keep your hips slightly lifted off the heels, drop the shoulders, re-engage your triceps. And change, slowly come up, stomach in, knees together. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms and shoulders down. Eagle pose, Garudasana. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, swing right arm under left arm. Right elbow under left elbow, cross your elbows each other, palms together, thumbs towards your nose. You can also interlace fingers, grab a thumb, or grab your shoulders and give yourself a big hug. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down, stay down there, lean back and bring your right leg over your left leg as high as possible. Cross your legs each other, twist like ropes, breathe in and out through your nose. So your posture might look like this, right? Or this, or this. Doesn't matter the depth of the asana, right? It matters that you're breathing. It matters that you're listening to your body, moving in a way that feels good. If it feels good, sit a little lower, breathe a little slower, upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms up, left side, here we go. Swing left arm, zoom, under right arm, palms together, thumbs towards your nose, pinkies away from your face. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lean back and bring left leg over right leg. Cross, twist, squeeze, breathe. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right, twist like ropes. Sit back and down, upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms up. We'll go right into second set. Exhale, right arm, under left arm, pull elbows down, sit back and down, just like chair pose, right? Lean back and bring right leg over left leg. Push your top leg into your bottom leg. Push palms together. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. On the side, knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes, sit back and down, lean back. Change, feet together, arms up, last one, here we go. Swing your left arm under your right arm, pull elbows down, stomach in, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring left leg over right leg. As we turn towards the balancing series, right, as we balance on one leg, sometimes we get really serious and we forget to breathe. So make sure you're breathing with a relaxed face, right? And if you fall out, you just hop back in. Sit a little lower, breathe a little slower, upper body back at the end. Change, feet together, arms up. Float your arms down. Party time, you can grab a sip of water if you want. Adjust that a little bit, okay. Here's friends. Let's continue to balance on one leg. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana Janushirasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, pull your abdomen in. Option to stay here or round down and pick up your right foot, all 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. Option to stay here in the setup, or if you're ready, inhale slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Kick your heel forward, flex your toes back, you're training your Achilles to stretch. If both legs lock from the side legs, make an L, like Linda, bend elbows down, touch elbows to calf muscles. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Press your heel forward, hip forward, toes back. Change, slowly reverse out. Looking good. Shift your weight to your right leg, evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot, and lift your left leg up, toes back, stomach in. Option to stay here or round down and pick up your left foot. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost unbroken, you have no knee. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently, lift your left leg up. Kick your heel forward, continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Flex your toes back. If both legs lock, you feel tremendous stretching feeling on the backs of both legs, then bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles, bring your chest down towards your knee. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, arms straight, bend your left leg, left foot down. You can put your hands on your back, do a little back bend or knee bend. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, toes back, core tight, round down, pick up your right foot, all 10 fingers interlocked. Concentrate and meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Both legs locked, bend elbows down. Tuck chin to chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Slowly reverse out of the posture, just as you went in. Nice. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze right thigh tight. Lift your left leg up, toes back, stomach in, round down, pick up your foot. Think about lifting your kneecap, your pelvic floor, and your core. So everything is lifting up. As you're ready, lift your left leg up. Heel forward, toes back. Both legs locked, bend elbows down. Tuck chin to chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Hold at your deepest point for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your head up, arms straight, bend your left leg, left foot back down. Nice. That was a forward curl. Next, we do a big back bend, heart opener, standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana Dhanurasana. Feet together, bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right, give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up and back with your ear, knees together to start. Lift your left kneecap, point your right toes, lift your chin and chest, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously, kick your right leg back and up. You can also stay in the setup in this posture, right? A little bit goes a long way. We're working on balance, strength, and flexibility. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See your foot coming over the top of your head, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up until the right shoulder disappears behind the left shoulder, 2 shoulders in line. Body down more, leg up more, charge your body forward, kick, kick, kick. Change, slowly kick yourself up. Very nice. Feet together, arms down. Bring your left hand up, out to the left. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, thumb with your index finger. Bring your right arm up and back with your ear, knees together. Lift your right kneecap, point your left toes, lift your chin and chest, stretch up, and slowly kick into your hand. Simultaneously, charge your body forward. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. If you fall out, hop back in, kick even harder. Kick from your glute, kick from your hamstring, kick from your calf. Continuously keep kicking without stopping or intermission. Body down, leg up, kick back, kick up one more time. Change, slowly press yourself up. Feet together, arms down, take a breath. Second set, right hand up, out to the right. Reach back, pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle, left arm up, knees together. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin and chest, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. That's all you have to do, kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. Bring the body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling, charge your body forward, kick back, kick up to the ceiling, kick up one more time. Change, slowly come out. Good, knees together, feet together, arms down. Standing tall, last one, left hand up, out to the left. Reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot, right arm up and back with your ear, knees together. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, lift your chin and chest, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. Body down, leg up, charge your body forward, reach forward, kick back, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Change, slowly come up. Good, feet together, arms down, come to the back of your mat. After that spine compression posture, after that back bend, we're gonna stretch out our spine, right? Standing, balancing stick, feet together, arms up, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, stretch up, Step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch, point your left toes, option to stay here or come down slowly parallel to the floor. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor, very nice. From the side, body makes a T like Tom, no broken umbrellas, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change, left foot down, right foot back, lean back, stretch up. Step your left foot forward, shift your weight to your left foot, stretch, point your right toes, option to stay here or come down. Charge your body forward, try to touch the wall in front of you, shoulder blades, scapula stretching away from the body, chest down, chin forward, lift your right leg up. Change slowly, right foot back down to the ground, left foot back to the right, arms down, breathe. Second set, arms up. Palms together, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, lean back, stretch up, step your right foot forward, lock both legs, squeeze your butt, point your left toes, stretch and tilt. Keep your core tight, arms with your ears, palms together, wrist straight, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your, contract your quadricep muscles, stretch, good, change. Left foot down, right foot back, sometimes words are hard, lean back, stretch up, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, stretch and tilt. So your posture might look like this, or this, or even this, right? It doesn't matter about depth, it matters about the form. Arms with your ears, legs lock, neck long, stretch. And change, slowly right foot down, left foot back, arms down. And enough of that, you can come to the top of your mat and face the long side of your mat. For the separate leg series, another spine stretch, I will face you. Standing separate leg stretching, Dandayamana, Bikattapada, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms up, big stretch up. Exhale. Step your right foot to the right, nice big step, arms down parallel to the floor. You can keep the insides of your feet parallel or turn your toes in. Lock your legs, lift your chest, look forward and swan dive forward. Back flat, legs long, send your hips up to the ceiling. Lots of options. You can put your hands on the floor in front of you. Sometimes I like to start here. You can eventually grab your feet from the outside or grab your heels from behind. Everybody roll forward like a wheel. Bring the weight into the balls of your feet or your hands. Lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your knees, pull, stretch, breathe. Take an inhale, roll forward. Exhale, lengthen the spine. Touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Change, slowly come up. We're gonna flow to triangle trikonasana. Press your hips forward, stretch the crown of your head up, turn your right foot out, take a bigger step, bend your right knee and lunge. Sit down low, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Tilt your upper body to a 45-degree angle. So there's a diagonal line from your ankle to the crown of your head. Beautiful, look up to the ceiling. Lift your left shoulder, bring your shoulder and chin close together. Press your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Now turn, twist upper body back, good, like spine twisting posture. Lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change. Move your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, two heels in line. Inhale, bend your left knee and lunge. Sit down low, knee directly over your ankle, sit down, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. So depending on mobility in your hips and knees, right, your posture might look like this. Or it might also look like this, right? Eventually left thigh parallel to the floor, elbow in front of the knee, hover your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up for your right thumb, reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, roll your right rib cage back, lock your right leg, keep your right foot stable and flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in. Take a little bit of a smaller step. Bring your arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs. Pick up your toes and pivot to the back of your mat. For standing, separate leg head to knee, Dandayamana Bikattapada Janu Shavasana. Turn your back toes in. Push your left hip forward. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, chin to chest, go down. So left hip forward, two hips in line, two heels in line, backside foot makes a 45-degree angle, tuck chin to your chest, and see if you can touch your forehead to your knee. Now, if you can't touch your forehead to your knee, or it hurts to do it, right? Don't force the body, but you might make the posture a little bit easier on yourself by bending the front leg, maybe taking a little bit of a bigger step. You can always turn your back toes in more, and then really push the floor away from you, bringing your forehead in closer together, one day forehead and touch. Push your forehead into your knee, lift your kneecaps, lock your legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl, head up last. Shift your weight to your heels, Pick up your toes, pivot to the other side of your mat, the front of your mat. If your heels get crisscrossed in transition like mine do, uncross your heels, turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, forward, forward. 2 hips in line. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round, round, scoop, curl, tuck, concave, chin to chest, stomach in, touch your forehead and knee together. Front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch your fingers forward beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight to your front foot. Left hip up, right hip forward, 2 hips in line. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together, change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest, arms with ears, head up last. Pick up your toes, pivot, step your right foot back, arms down. Beautiful, take a breath here. We'll repeat that separate leg series, beginning with Paschimottanasana stretching. Inhale, arms up, big stretch up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice generous step, arms down, toes in, heels out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, connect to the breath. Try to keep your hips over your ankles, right? So roll forward like a wheel, shoulders out of the ears, legs locked, back flat. If you have a grip on your feet, bend your elbows back, elbows to calf, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Roll forward, lock your knees, first the legs stretching, then the hip stretching, lower spine stretching, whole spine stretching, whole body stretching. 3, 60-degree angle stretching, coccyx to toes, coccyx to forehead. Take a bigger step. Roll forward, touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Good, and change, slowly come up. Second set, triangle trikonasana. Press hips forward, stretch the crown of your head up. Turn your right foot out. You might take a bigger step here. Bend your right knee and lunge, knee directly over your ankle rather than your big toe. Knee tracking with the ankle, sit down. Keep stretching the crown of your head up and move your arms at the same time. Elbow in front of the knee, aim your fingertips between your big and second toe, good. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, look for your thumb, one day nose and thumb in line. Push your left hip forward and down, push your right knee back with the help of your elbow, roll your left rib cage back. Keep your left leg stable, left foot flat on the floor. Change. Move your arms, stomach in, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out. Relax your jaw, bend your left knee and lunge. Notice if your knee is going to the right of your ankle, you want your knee directly over your ankle. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Keep your core tight, face relaxed, breathing normal. Look up, stretch up, triceps tight. Reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, sink your right hip down, push your left knee back, turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture at the end of class. Lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Stomach in, change, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, palms together, a little bit of a smaller step. Second set, head to knee. Pick up your toes, pivot to the back of your mat, Janushirasana, head to knee pose. Turn back, toes in. Push left hip forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, you go down. This is a moving meditation. Feel each part of your body moving. Pull your abdomen in, tuck your chin to your chest. Maybe in the second set, you keep your hands together, working on a little bit more balance. Stretch your fingers forward beyond your big and second toe. Bring your weight to your front foot. Right hip up, left hip forward, 2 hips in line. Front side compression, throat choke, jaw relaxed, eyes open, stomach in, breathing normal. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together, stomach in, change. Push your front foot into the floor as you uncurl, head up last. Good, pick up your toes, face you for the last one. Pay attention how you go into the posture, that's how you wanna come out of the posture. Turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, press palms together, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, chin to chest, go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You can't see your front foot all the way down. Tuck your chin to your chest, suck your stomach in, touch your forehead to your knee, press the palms together, bring the biceps into the ears, push the floor away from you, round your spine, compress your abdomen. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together. We'll reverse out, change, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up, last. Good, pivot on your heels, right foot back, float your arms down. Beautiful. Come to the middle of your mat for the hip opening series, beginning with tree pose, Tadasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. You can put your ankle on your shin, your knee, your thigh. You could even hold onto your foot from underneath and bring your heel to your costume. Aggravates my hip a little bit, so I'm going to keep my foot lower on this side. You can bring one or both hands together in prayer, press palms together, take a breath. If your foot is above your knee, you can transition to toe stand, Padangustasana. Look down towards the floor, fold forward, hands to floor. Lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. Walk your hands back, stretch the crown of your head up. Left hand to the center of your chest. Right hand palms together, spine straight, come a ½ inch off your heel. As you're ready, hands to floor, you can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up, straighten your standing leg, and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Good, change, right leg down, arms down, other side. Shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze right thigh tight, and lift your left leg up, heel to costume. Let your left knee drop down into a half lotus shape, never forcing your body. You can bring one or both hands together. On this side, my foot falls, right? So I'm gonna hold on to my foot. Option to stay here or look towards the floor, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun, toe stand, Padangustasana, fold. Hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. Walk your hands back, stretch your spine up. Left hand, right hand, come a ½ inch off your heel. As you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up, straighten your standing leg, and then lift from your ribs and heart to come up. Good. Change left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. We are on the floor for the rest of class. Great. Okay, bring your heels together. Let your toes fall open. Arms down by your sides, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Savasana is a gas station. Let it fill you up. When you lie still with your limbs close together, right? Your heart and lungs don't have to work very hard to pump fresh blood and oxygen through the body. It's a truly restorative posture. You might notice any thoughts currently passing through your mind, or any feelings in your heart or sensations in your body. Yoga offers us an opportunity to really observe our breath, our body, our mind, our heart, our spirit, without judging it or without attaching to it, right? Just observing as thoughts or sensations pass through you. And as we learn to just observe, right, without attaching, those thoughts and feelings sometimes feel less like a lightning rod and more just like maybe river, water going through a river, right? Mutasana, winter moving pose. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, breathe. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, pull your knee out and down, push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Keep your right leg on the floor, look down the center line of your body. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows to each other, give yourself another big hug for coming to class. Squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor. Without lifting your head, tuck your chin in. Take a breath here. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down, eyes open. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, pull your knee out and down, push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Bring your knee towards your armpit to open the hip capsule. change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down. We're purposely putting pressure on the lower abdomen. This posture is good for digestion, especially as we're transitioning into warmer seasons, right? My stomach kind of gets confused sometimes. This is a good posture for digestion. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself another big hug. Keep your heels in line side by side, not crisscross. When we line up our heels, we line up our hips, and by extension, our whole spine can start to release down towards the floor. Change, arms down, eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, skip the sit up, roll off to the side. Let's meet on the abdomen. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Turn, lie on your abdomen for the spine strengthening series, beginning with Cobra, Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor, just below your shoulders, so your elbows point up. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, look up and lift. Very nice. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Beautiful. Use 100% spine strength. Come up halfway only. Elbows stay bent. They make an L, a 90-degree angle like a rectangle. Roll your shoulders back and down. Stretch your elbows to your hip bones. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, push your feet, hips and hands flat into the floor. Look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up, and change. Slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, big toes together, heels fall open. Second set, chin forward, place your hands on the floor below your shoulders so your elbows point up. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, look up and lift. Good. Hug your arms into your sides. There's a lot of activation actually in the upper spine here, right? So the back is getting stronger. Chest is relaxing, release the shoulders down, lock your legs, push your feet, hips and hands flat into the floor, lift your chest, look up, and change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat. Looking left and right is a nice stretch for the neck, but it can feel intense, right? So if having your arms down by your side feels too much on the neck, you can bend one or both arms so that your hands are close to your face, and that'll take pressure off of the neck and shoulder. Locust Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Option to keep your arms out to the side or bring them underneath you, stretching out the arms and the hands. One day pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot coming over the top of your head. Lengthen and lift. Change, right leg down. Relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Keep the right leg soft. Left leg should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost, unbroken. You have no knee. Change, left leg down. Tuck your chin and mouth down. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you. Spread your fingers wide, zip up your legs like a cobra's tail. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, roll forward, and lift both legs up. Come up, everybody come up, struggle a little harder, don't give up, you got it. Mouth down, shoulders down, roll forward, legs up, change, lower down, take your arms out, look to your right, left ear on your mat, and breathe. Second set, chin forward, arms straight, rotate your arms, palms face the floor, bring your arms underneath you, right? You're stretching out the tendons and ligaments in your arms and hands. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. So right hip down, sole of the right foot faces the ceiling, lengthen and lift. Change, right leg down, lock your left leg, point your left toes, lift your left leg up. One leg is practice for two legs. Even if you can't lift your feet very high, imagine your foot coming all the way over the top of your head. Change, left leg down. Keep that high vision for yourself. Chin in, mouth down, look towards your mat. Bring your arms a little closer, spread your fingers wider, lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, and lift both legs up. So again, even if the feet are only lifting up a millimeter, imagine they're coming all the way over the top of your head. Push your hands back, shoulders down, legs up. Change, lower down, take your arms out, look to the left, right ear on your mat, let that one go. especially in the warmer months, or if you're in a hot climate, right? When we're practicing yoga, our blood vessels dilate a little bit. So when we do postures like that, where we cut off some circulation to our arms and increase the heart rate, when we release out of the posture, we get a nice rush of blood through the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, all the way into the fingertips. Good for frozen shoulder, tennis elbow, carpal tunnel, right? Arthritic fingers. The heat and the yoga is a nice combination in the summer. Bring your chin forward, Purna Shalabhasana, full locust. Arms out to the side like airplane wings. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up and lift. Nice arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. Beautiful, like a jumbo jet, taking off just your hip bones on the floor. The rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling. Where eyes go, body will know to follow. Lock your legs, point your toes, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, arms back, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down. Nice, tuck in your wings, look to your right. As we look left and right, maybe the neck opens up a little bit more. Maybe you can get your whole left ear on your mat. Second set, chin forward, arms out, knees, feet together, squeeze your tush, point your toes, look up and lift. This posture is good for digestion, right? You're massaging your abdomen. It's also really good for back strength. You're strengthening the whole back of your body, as well as opening through your chest, right? You're strengthening your arms and legs. This posture really has it all. Lock your legs, point your toes, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, beautiful, tuck in your wings, look to your left, right ear on your mat. And breathe. As you inhale, you might observe your ribs expand. And as you exhale, you might notice your ribs contract. This happens on every breath, but we're not always aware of it, right, until we do a mindfulness practice like yoga, where we start to really observe our body. Dhanurasana floor bow, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers, bring your knees and feet close together. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up to the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Very nice, continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. In this version of bow pulse, roll forward, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, keep your neck long, look up to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, lower down, look to your right, left ear on your mat, take a breath, inhale, body rise, exhale, body fall. Second set, chin forward, bend your knees, grab your feet from the outside, bring knees, feet close together, point your toes, squeeze your glutes, look up, and kick. You're kicking back and you're kicking up. Try to keep your wrists, elbows, shoulders in line, neck long, heart space open. Maybe start to get your thighs off the floor. Keep your mouth closed, jaw relaxed, look up to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Change, lower down, so nice. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, and let that one go. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat, fixed firm, Supta Vajrasana. I'll show you from the side. Start in tabletop, open your knees and your feet. Point your toes back, keep the insides of your feet parallel. And as you're ready, sink your hips back and down towards the floor. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. Slowly over time, the hips and knees and toes open, and one day the hips touch the floor, butt touches the floor. Option to stay here, sitting up tall, or you can put your hands on your feet, bend your right elbow down, left elbow down, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, quads, and hips, but never a point of pain. A lot of people think that, if they can't go very far in this posture, it's because of like knee tightness, and that's common, but it's also very common, like for example, if you're a runner and you might have like tight toes, right? And this posture really is so wonderful for working through tight toes and ankles as well as the knees. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up, head up last, very nice, turn around Savasana. And as you release out of this posture, right, and lie on your back, you get a nice rush of blood through your hips, your knees, your ankles, all the way into the toes. As you lie down on your back, picture your spine getting a little longer. Shoulders a little softer. You're welcome to skip the sit up and roll off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms overhead, flex your feet, ground your heels into the floor. Take a breath. Hold the breath, chin to chest, stomach in, sit up. Exhale, elbows to floor, exhale, forehead to knees. Good, turn, come to the top of your mat, second set, fixed firm. Open your knees and feet. And as you're ready, walk your hands back. You can keep hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you. You might notice second set feels different, often does for me. Option to stay here, put palms on soles, left elbow down, right elbow down, head to floor, chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale. I want to be able to breathe at your deepest point without like gritting your teeth or gasping for air. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, very nice, head up last, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. So, my general rule of thumb is like, I'm in a posture and I notice that I'm like making an angry face or I'm like gritting my teeth, that's usually a sign that I've gone too far in a posture. I've certainly worked with students who have like neural motor stuff where like maybe you can't control your facial muscles all the time, and that's one thing. But in general, if I notice that I'm like making a grimacing face, that's usually a sign for me that I'm probably going a little bit too far in a posture. We want to keep our, our face, our jaw, our breath relaxed throughout class. Legs together, arms overhead, chin to chest, sit up. Good, turn, come to the back of your mat, half tortoise, Ardha Karmasana. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stomach in, fold. Option to put your hands on the floor and walk yourself in, or forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, tilt your pinky fingers forward, try to get elbows and wrists off the floor. Just the knife edges of your pinky fingers touch the floor, the rest of your arms are in the air. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips back, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, come on up, arms and ears, very nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. Remember that the sit-ups, like everything else we do, are skippable or modifiable, right? So it feels good to like roll up or roll off to one side. You're welcome to do so. Otherwise, really try to keep your heels on the floor and your arms with your ears in this sit-up. Legs together, arms overhead, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Biceps with ears, exhale, grab your big toes, exhale, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Good. Turn, come to the back of your mat. Second set, half tortoise, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, other thumb on top. Inhale, stretch up, biceps with ears, stomach in. Exhale, fold. How long can you look forward? Can you touch forehead to floor first and then little fingers? Reach your arms forward, sink your hips back, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. Good, change, come on up. Very nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good, come to the top of your mat. For camel Ustrasana or deepest back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Place your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. You want to keep your hips over your knees. This is a really great hip flexor stretch. Keep your eyes open, lift your nose and chin. Look up, and if it feels good, let your head drop back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here or right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, relax your head back, breathe. Good. Place your hands on your back and change. Push yourself up, stretch up, sit down, turn around, Savasana. Yeah, it's interesting in general, right? We want to keep like a relaxed face, we want to keep a relaxed breath. But again, over the years, especially when we were practicing in person, I've, occasionally had students who like just for various reasons couldn't control facial muscles. It was interesting to me because sometimes I'd watch a new student come in and look at this person who'd been practicing for like 20 years, but their face didn't look like it, right? And so they'd ignore that person who I happen to know had like an advanced yoga practice, right? And then look towards someone who like, I don't know, maybe had a cute Lululemon outfit and was like a skinny girl or whatever, and like look towards that person who I happen to know had only been practicing yoga for a week. And it was very interesting to watch people's assumptions of like who has a long-term practice, who doesn't, who might have something to offer them, right? Especially as a newcomer versus who doesn't. And what that taught me over the years is like to never assume that someone is, I don't know, has an advanced practice based on like what they look like, what they're wearing, or even necessarily like how they're carrying themselves in the room, right? To me, what an advanced practice means is like you kept showing up, right? Regardless of what the postures look like, regardless if you have to take breaks, right? You kept showing up when a lot of people don't show up, right? And that to me is like that discipline to be able to come and continue your practice is to me like so beautiful. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good. And certainly a reminder not to, judge books by their cover, right? Come to the top of your mat. You can open your knees a little wider. I like to roll up my mat so there's extra padding under my knees, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your lower back. You might try bringing your elbows closer together. Hips forward, chest up, head back. Go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Left hand down, grab your left heel. Right hand down, grab your right heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside. Full palm grip on your heels, hips forward, chest up, head back. As you're ready, place your hands on your back and change. Push up, stretch up, very nice. Sit down, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the middle of your mat for Rabbit Sasangasana. We're moving our spine in the other direction. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside. Big stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. So again, this is a moving meditation. Observe your body moving. Forehead to knees, top of head to floor. Option to stay here. Pull on your heels. Don't lose the grip. Lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can stay here or walk your knees up one by one. Keep your head in place. Keep pulling on your heels. Roll forward like a wheel. Lock your arms, lift your shoulders, stomach in, round your spine. Then bring your hips back down and change. Slowly uncurl. Head up last. Very nice. Turn around, Savasana. The other interesting thing that I think happens sometimes in a yoga practice is like our culture is kind of obsessed with youth, and that often translates like in yoga spaces, people think that like the young people have the best yoga practices. But I'm always like, if I see a 70-year-old in a yoga room, like that's who I'm looking at, right? Because I'm like, if they can do that on 70-year-old knees, they can probably teach me how to do something on like 30-year-old knees, right? So it's just another interesting thing to observe about, maybe our assumptions about other people's bodies or other people's yoga practices that often, at least me as a somewhat young person has more to learn perhaps from my elders than from other people like, that look like me. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat for Rabbit Sasangasana. Second set, knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside, big stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Forehead to knees, top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip. Lift your hips up. If there's a gap between knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, lock your arms, lift your shoulders, stomach in, round your spine. Good, bring your hips down to your heels and change, slowly uncurl. Head up last, very nice, turn, lie on your back for Savasana. Take a breath here. Legs together, arms overhead, chin to chest, sit up. Wonderful. Turn, come to the middle of your mat for one set of head to knee stretching and spine twist. Right leg out, left leg in, inhale, arms up, big stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, suck your stomach in, tuck your chin to your chest, touch your forehead to your knee. You're welcome to bend your right leg if it helps you touch your knee and head together. Flex your toes back to your face, bend your elbows down, suck your stomach in, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, two legs make an L, a 90-degree angle, big stretch up. Turn to your left, chin to chest, put your forehead on your knee. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot, flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, right hip down, right shoulder down, two shoulders and hips in line. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you, option to stay here or lie down, and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with peace sign fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. If your legs are straight, stick your butt out, lock your legs, puff up your chest, inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. One sec, something is a little amiss here, good. Elbows down, elbows to calves, pardon me, elbows to floor, stomach to thighs, chest to knees, sorry, I thought something was wrong with my computer. One day, forehead and toes touch. Good, change, come on up, stay seated for spine twist, bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to left knee, point your left toes, right hand behind you, left arm up and over, grab your left knee with your left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in, exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you or reach behind you, reach for your left thigh with your right hand, drop your shoulders, lift your chest, inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on floor, touch left heel to right knee, point your right toes. Left hand behind you, right arm up, bend over, grab right knee with right hand. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist. You can keep your left hand behind you or reach for your right thigh with your left hand, push your elbow into your knee, like triangle pose, turn and twist. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist, and twist, and twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. We begin the sequence with a breathing exercise and we end full circle with a breathing exercise. Kapalbhati breathing, skull shining breathing. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good, turn, come to the middle of your mat. You can sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, or you can sit on your butt, crisscross applesauce. Kapalbhati breathing is sometimes referred to as a rinse, like you're almost like rinsing your lungs out by pushing the air out. And I find especially like there's a lot of pollen in the air this week. This breathing exercise I think is particularly good to get particles out of the lungs. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. All you have to do is exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up tall, lock your arms, drop your shoulders, look straight ahead, and begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug. High five, pat on the back, turn around, final Savasana. You can close your eyes, open your arms and legs, take up as much or as little space as you'd like, and take a nice easy breath in through your nose and out through your nose. I'm going to continue with a yin yoga class, and our first asana of the day is a 3-minute final Savasana. And if at any point you need to go on with your day, right, and you're practicing on Zoom, you're welcome to silently leave the Zoom room. Otherwise, we'll make this Savasana our little transition here. If lying on your back with your legs straight does not feel good to your lower back, that's really normal. You can bend your legs so that your feet are on the floor and rest your knees together. That might take pressure off of your lower back. Or if you happen to have a small pillow or blanket nearby and you'd like to put that, under your knees or under your lower back or under your head, you're welcome to do so.
So we start to settle into the posture. Let your hands, feet, and head be heavy. Let the floor hold you up. Inhale, feel your body rise. Exhale, body fall. Sometimes I think this asana, which, in 26 and 2 yoga, we call it savasana or corpse pose. In yin yoga, it's often referred to as puddle pose, like a rain puddle. Sometimes I think this posture doesn't get enough credit, right? Because it's considered neutral, or it's like what you do at the end of class or when you're skipping a posture, but it's actually really powerful just to lie on a hard, flat surface, right? The whole body gets a chance to realign. And that's also perhaps a little bit easier to observe how your body moves with your breath. A few years ago, I was at a workshop with a woman who's a practitioner of 26 and 2 yoga. And she was sharing that she'd caught like a tumor on her kidney really early because, she was a yogi, she's familiar with her body. And when she was lying in savasana, all of a sudden she started to like feel something on her middle back that just felt a little bit off. And so she went into the doctor and, they found that she had like a mass on her kidney, and, she ended up, having the mass removed and going through chemotherapy. Like it was, fairly intense, but she survived, right? And she credited like catching that early to her familiarity with her body, but also to the practice of like lying on a hard, flat surface, right? So you can kind of feel your body start to realign. We'll hold here for 2 more minutes. Notice where your mind goes in stillness. And if the mind is ever really wandering or you're just having trouble with your stillness, it can be helpful to, tell your brain that you're safe. It might also be helpful just to turn your thoughts towards your breath, right? Observing the chest rise and fall. You might also start to notice if there's, an area of your body that still feels a little tense or tight. Maybe sending some loving focus and attention to that part of your body. Just relax a little bit deeper. Sink into your breath. Melt into your mat. Let the floor hold you up. Okay. Our next posture is happy baby, which is a lovely hip opener. Bend your knees if they're not already, feet on the floor. And then lift your feet off the floor. Keep your knees bent and knees and feet apart. Lots of options. You can grab the backs of your hamstrings or knees. You can also grab the outsides of your feet. So I like to have elbows inside, hands outside, or you could even keep your arms on the floor. But the idea here is the knees and feet are apart and the hips are opening. From here, you can rock right and left. And this is a nice way to kind of roll out the back, especially after our 26 and 2 practice. And if you'd like, as you roll to the right, you can straighten your right leg, right? So the inner thigh stretches, come back to center. As you roll to the left, straighten your left leg, then come back to center. Then sink your two shoulders, hips, and head onto the floor. And we're gonna hold here for 3 minutes. It's a nice hip opener. It's also a good posture for people who menstruate. A nice knee opener. And of course, we're still lying on our back, right? So you might picture your shoulders and your hips getting a little heavier, your neck getting a little longer. Relax your pelvic floor. Let your belly button be heavy like lead. Soften through your chest, your jaw, your forehead, as you breathe through your nose. In Yin Yoga, we hold postures for 3 to 5 minutes to work deep into connective tissue, into tendons, ligaments, joints, as well as muscles. In 26 and 2 Yoga, we hold postures anywhere from 10 seconds, like balancing stick, right? Or up to maybe like 30 seconds or a minute in a posture like standing bow. So in 26 and 2 Yoga, you'll often hear cues like push, 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 or stretch, 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 because we're not there for very long. In Yin Yoga, we hold postures longer. So we want to do a little less, do like 70% of what you think you should be doing. When we hold the postures longer and we do a little less, we actually get like a deeper stretch, right? So maybe not as cardiovascular or as much about strengthening the body for balance as 26 and 2 Yoga is. It's a really wonderful way to open the body. You might observe where you're holding tension in your body. See if you can relax just a little bit deeper into the posture, holding here for 1 more minute. Take a slow inhale through your nose. If it feels good, you can open your mouth. Let the posture go. If you have a grip on your feet or your backs of the legs, you can release that grip. We're going to slowly exit the posture. Place your hands outside of your knees, slowly, carefully bring your knees, feet back together. Take your time. Return your feet down to the floor. Option to keep your knees bent with your feet on the floor, or straighten your legs, going back into your puddle pose. When we hold postures for long periods of time, can be a little achy getting out of them. And that doesn't mean that you've done something wrong by any means. It's just that, right, we've like held a posture for a while, so our body settles into a certain shape. And so we want to intentionally go slow out of the posture. And it doesn't mean that like you've done something wrong if it's like a little like, ooh, you're stiff coming out of it. But that's why we want to go slow so that we're not, forcing our body or pushing past something. Bernie Clark, who's like one of the kind of, godfathers of Yin Yoga, or one of the people that like really popularized it, often says, Yin Yoga and coming out of the postures makes me very compassionate for elderly people, right? Because you can like really feel your joints and your bones, not just in the asana, but coming out of it. But I also think when we work our body like this, it helps us to keep our bones, our joints, right? Our muscles, our tendons and ligaments in good shape. Okay, Bend your knees if they're not already, feet on the floor. Roll off to one side. And if it feels good, you can give yourself a little hug on your side. Good. And then you're going to place your hands on the floor and press yourself up, coming into a seated position. Next, we're going to take a child's pose. You're going to come onto your knees and feet. And if you have tight knees, toes, ankles, you can roll up your mat so that there's extra padding under those joints. And also, again, if you have a blanket or towel or pillow nearby, you can put a blanket or towel under your knees, under your feet. You can take a wide-legged child's pose with your knees apart. I'm going to keep my knees together because we just did that knees apart hip opener, right? But it's up to you if you want a wide-legged child's pose or to have your knees close together. From here, you're going to place your hands on the floor, reach your arms forward and sink your hips down. Your hips might be off of your heels or your forehead might be off of the floor. That's really normal. If having your arms forward, palms face down, is too much on the shoulders, you're also welcome to take your arms down by your side, palms facing up for fetus pose. We're going to hold here for 3 minutes. And you might find that by the end, right, maybe your forehead's a little closer to the floor or your hips are a little closer to your heels. And when we hold postures for longer periods of time, the body starts to slowly open up, but we're not forcing the body. And again, you want to do like 70% of what you think you should be doing because we're here for a while. So you inhale, feel the backs of your ribs expand. You exhale, let your shoulders soften. Breathe in. Breathe out. Here for 2 more minutes. Notice if there's a space where you're forcing or fighting or holding tension. See if you can relax a little deeper. Sometimes too, I'll notice, no matter how much I concentrate on relaxing my shoulder, for example, my shoulder still doesn't relax. And that's really normal as well. If there's a part of your body that just can't seem to soften, you might envision what it would feel like or what it will feel like for that part of the body to relax. That's a really nice place to start. Holding here for 30 more seconds. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Anything you'd like to let go of, you can open your mouth. Sigh it out through the exhale breath. Gently lift your head, look forward. Slowly walk your hands in underneath your body and press yourself up to a seated position. We're going to come onto our abdomen for the next posture. If you have your mat rolled up, you can unroll that. And then coming on your back, coming onto your abdomen, we're going to practice our Sphinx pose. So have your feet about hip width distance or maximum mat width distance, right? They don't need to be perfectly together, but they're not super far apart. You're going to bend your elbows so that your elbows and hands are the same width of your shoulders. So this is a nice little back bend here. You can have your elbows underneath your shoulders, You can also have your hands forward so the elbows are in front of the shoulders. This keeps the back bend, but it's a little bit less intense. In general, in yin yoga, we want to relax the body, but here you are pushing your elbows into the floor so that the shoulders don't creep into the ears, right? Keep the shoulders out of the ears, neck long. It's a great way to stretch and open the fascia on our chest. We're going to hold here for 2 more minutes. Again, neck long, shoulders out of the ears, face relaxed. Breathe. Soften through your feet, your calves, your hamstrings and glutes. Relax your pelvic floor and abdomen. Feel your heart space opening. Keep your hands and face relaxed, shoulders out of the ears, neck long. As you inhale, feel the skin across your chest stretch. Anything you'd like to let go of, let it go through the exhale breath. Slowly bring your hands in, elbows out, lower down so that your forehead is on your mat. Option to stay here or look to the right, left ear on your mat. If you're looking to the right, gently lift your head and look to the other side, right ear on your mat. Send deep belly breaths in and out through your nose to massage the front of your body. Breathe deep into any point of tension. Let the floor hold you up. If you're looking to one side, gently lift your head, look forward, place your hands underneath your shoulders, press yourself up. You can do another little child's pose here, any sort of stretch that feels good to you. Return, lie back on your spine, on your back. Great. Arms and legs down. Take a breath here. Take your arms out to the side. You can keep them perpendicular to the body, or you can bend your arms, cactusing them like goalposts. Keep your left leg long. Bend your right knee, lift your right foot off the floor, and start to roll to the left so that your right hip stacks on top of your left hip. Try to keep your right shoulder on the floor. If your right shoulder doesn't touch the floor and you happen to have a small pillow or blanket nearby, it might help to put that pillow or blanket underneath the shoulder. From here, you can keep your top right leg bent, or you can kick it out to the left so that both legs are straight, and this will stretch the right IT band, the right thigh. You can keep the back of your head on the floor, or look to the right so that you're looking away from your right foot, right ear down towards the floor. We're going to hold here for 2 more minutes. It's a nice spine twist, abdominal wall twist. I love the 26 and 2 yoga sequence. One of the things that I wish was different is that we only do 3 spine twists. We do, standing bow pose is a spine twist as we reach the shoulders apart. Triangle pose is a spine twist. And then at the end of class, we do Ardha Matsyendrasana, right? Half Lord of the Fish pose. But I always think it's nice to get more spine twists in my life. So this is a good one. And it's also an abdominal wall twist, also good for digestion. Let your hands and arms be heavy. Give your feet and legs permission to relax. Breathe here for 1 more minute. Take an inhale. Anything you want to let go of, sigh it out. If you're looking to the right, slowly roll the back of your head onto the floor. If your right leg is kicked out, slowly bend your right knee. And then slowly roll your right hip back down to the floor. Straighten your right leg. Take a breath here. And we'll do the other side. Bend your left leg. From here, roll to the right. Left hip stacks on top of right hip. Right leg is straight to the back wall. Option to keep your left knee bent or kick your left leg out to the right so that both legs are straight, and then you stretch the outer left IT band. You can keep the back of your head on the floor, or you can look to the left ear down towards the floor. You might notice that this side feels different from the other side, right? We're not symmetrical. Through our yoga practice, we start to become more aware of incongruencies in our bodies. We're given tools to address them. And we're also given tools to accept the fact that, one knee might always be tighter than the other, might always be a little easier to balance on one leg than the other. That's okay. We're not butterflies. We're perfectly imperfect. As much as I love butterflies, I'm grateful to be a human, and I'm grateful that you're a human as well. So again, we don't need to be symmetrical. We can come to our practice a little bit wobbly or broken and still have fun and breathe together. In our final minute in the posture, you might start to relax just a little bit deeper. So you're not forcing the posture, you're just relaxing into it. You can inhale. Once you're ready, exhale. If you're looking to the left, slowly roll the back of your head to the floor. If your top leg is kicked out, slowly bend that top leg. Roll your left hip back down to the floor, left knee to the floor. Bend your right knee, both feet on the floor. lift both feet off the floor. Lift your head for a second. You can place your hands on your shins, can interlace your fingers or anywhere in between, head back down to the floor. Roll right and left or back and forth if that feels good, rolling out the back. Inhale, squeeze everything. Open your mouth, release your knees and feet. Exhale, arms and legs down. Final puddle pose. Soften into a position that feels good for you. Relax through the forehead and jaw. Soften through your chest. Let your hands be heavy. Relax through the upper back, middle back, lower back, all the way into your seat. Noticing any tension that you have in your abdomen. Relax your abdomen and hips, thighs and calves. Relax the arches of your feet. Let your feet be heavy, hands be heavy, head be heavy, body relax. We relax our body, our mind realizes that it's safe to relax. And as we observe our breath, we start to connect the mind and body together. This gift of compassionate awareness, of embodied movements, rest and relaxation. This is a gift that you have given yourself. Good for you for practicing yoga today. Inhale, body rise. Exhale, body fall. Breathe in and empty out. Stay in your final savasana as long as you'd like. When you are ready to get up, I encourage you to get up mindfully and slowly. Sit up for a while before you stand up, especially if you have low blood pressure. Make sure that you're drinking lots of water throughout the rest of your day. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to practice with you soon. Bye, friends.